my favourite of all, I saw you in Australia once, dressed as Marie Antoinette, I think it was, with the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra.
It wasn't Marie Antoinette, it was bloody Chopin.
Oh, sorry.
Bloody hell. Oh. No, well, you got my number right, though, right? To me, I thought I was Chopin, but to everybody else, I was Marie Antoinette. Yeah. Story of my life. That was with the orchestra tour, with the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra, where the first half, I dressed with the mohawk wigs and everything like that, and I lost my voice, so I decided to do a 3.5-hour show. And the second half, I came out with the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra, and I dressed as Chopin or Mozart, whatever it was, or Marie Antoinette, and played with the symphony orchestra. And that was a wonderful tour, because playing live with an orchestra like that, we kind of resented you at first at rehearsal and thought, oh, well, this is going to be dreadful, but it was fantastic.
But what was the most memorable costume for you?
Well, the first time I met Sting, I was really embarrassed, because I met him at the Forum in Los Angeles, and I was dressed as Minnie Mouse, with a huge tail and big shoes, and I've got a picture of that, and he never lets me forget it. And then the other one was the Donald Duck at Central Park, because I came on for the encore dressed as Donald Duck, which was not my idea, but we hadn't had a run-through. You know, with costumes, you must have a run-through, because, you know, you have to get in and out of them very quickly. Well, Bob Halley, who's my personal assistant, oh, now he's gone above that, he's in the management team, but at that time he was my personal assistant. I got my arms in the leg holes and my legs in the armholes. And Bob has a wonderful sense of humour. If anyone's seen Tantrums and Tiaras, and we were crying, we laughed, and I said, they'll all go away. He said, there's 500,000 people there, they're not going to go away. And I couldn't get the thing on, and we were laughing so much. Then I had to put the flippers on, and I came on stage and I kept tripping over the flippers. And then when I sat down at the piano, the bum was so big I couldn't reach the piano. And it was a complete and utter disaster. And at that time, I think, you know, that was probably the time I should have retired the costumes. I went on too long, because initially it was fun, initially it was done on the spur of the moment, but then he got, well, everything had to be bigger and better and glitzier, yes. and it really went too far.
Well, I think your 50th birthday party, didn't you have to hire a van to arrive in?
Not just a van, Michael, a furniture. A furniture lorry,
yes. Because of the costume?
Because of the height of my wig, yes. It was much bigger than this one.
Oh, that was Marie Antoinette.
That was Marie Antoinette.
That's what I saw, yes, of course.
No, he's getting older, you see.
You're right,
no, no, it was a huge wig with a sailboat in it, which had steam coming out of it. And we got into this lorry, David and I, and this weighed about 13 pounds, this wig. I mean, it was glued on, it had knitting needles, everything known to man. And it was a bit like the woman in The Simpsons. It was huge. So we got in the van and the lorry, and he went the wrong way. So instead of going from my house, which is very simple, to Hammersmith, which is about 3 minutes, he went via Hammersmith, which everyone was going to the party, and it was an hour and a quarter in the back of that. And every time the lorry moved, it went, the hair, or, and I was just screaming with pain because it hurt so much. And at one point, I thought, no, I can't stand it anymore, I'm just going to take it off. And as I'm being lowered down, we had to be lowered down as we got to the Hammersmith Palais. And I was like Joan Crawford, I was like, and as I was being lowered down, I was and then went straight in, upstairs, took it off, and put another one on. But never again.